Hello again, welcome back to Grace Signature. I am Grace Annabelle. In today's video I'll be sharing with you my eggplant stew recipe. And eggplant is commonly known in Ghana as garden eggs. Alright guys, so I have three ways of making garden eggs or eggplant stew. I have the chunky version, I have the smooth version, and also the skinned and the seeded version. All right, so in today's video I'm sharing with you the chunky version, and this is amazing. Oh my god, the flavor, the taste, the aroma is just fantastic. This is exceptional. Try this and you will love it, guys. So come with me to my creative kitchen and let's do some cooking. All right, so I'm using 5 pieces of fresh tomatoes, and those are medium size. If you don't want to use fresh tomatoes, you can use 1 tin of chopped tomatoes, and then 1 habanero pepper, half a slice of onions. That onion is massive, so I divided it into two. Half a thumb size of ginger. I have some spring onions here, guys. So note this: the spring onion is completely optional. You don't have to add that. Okay, I'm adding that because I don't want it to go off. It is a leftover that I don't want to waste it. All right, so in there I have half a piece of onion sliced, 1 shrimp seasoning, 1 tablespoon of tomato puree or tomato paste, and that is our main ingredient, which is the eggplant, okay, or garden eggs. All right, so there is it's about 30 pieces, yes, of garden eggs, and you don't need that much. That depends. It depends on amount of stew that you like. Okay, you want to get. So here I'm adding some salted fish. You can use Kobe or Momoni, but this is what I have now. It is very, very nice. I love using this, so you can give it a try. Okay, and I'm also using 1 smoked mackerel. You can use any fish of your choice, and of course you need some oil. I'll be using sunflower oil. So at this point I've prepped my onion, ginger, pepper, and then the spring onions. I'll put that in my mini chopper and chop this to the texture that I want. Okay, all right, so at this point I've gotten to the point that I've gotten to the texture that I'm looking for, so I'll put that aside and then start prepping the eggplant or the garden egg. So I'll cut the top bit, which is the head off, slice this in half, and then cut it into another half again. All right, so yes, I'll keep repeating this until I finish chopping or slicing up all my eggplants or the garden eggs. Okay, so next is the tomatoes. So I'll cut the tomato in half like that, cut it in half again, and then I'll slice it like that. So you can actually chop the tomatoes or slice the tomatoes into any size that you like, okay? All right, so I will repeat the same process until I finish slicing or chopping all my tomatoes. Okay, so next I'll bring my eggplant to a boil. So now note this part as well. You are not cooking the garden eggs or the eggplant completely because you'll be cooking it in the stew as well. So you just add in just a tiny bit of water. It's about half a cup of water. Cover it and let it simmer on a medium heat for 5 minutes. All right, so now let's begin the base of our stew. So to my pot I've added in a cup full of sunflower oil. You can use any oil of your choice. So now that the oil is hot, I've added in my washed salted fish. I will allow those to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes and then add in my sliced onions. I'll give this a good stir and leave those for 2 to 3 minutes. So at this point, I'm adding in my blended veggies, which is the onion, the ginger, the spring onion, and the pepper. I'll give those a good stir. Allow those to simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, so now I'll go back and check on my eggplant or the garden eggs. And look at that, it is doing great. Okay, so now it is cooked halfway, so I'll get it off and then strain the water. All right, so at this point, back to the stew. I'm now adding in the diced or sliced tomatoes. I'll give this a good stir and allow this to cook for about 10 minutes on a medium heat. All right, so at this point, I'll give this a good stir and then add in the tomato puree or the tomato paste.
It's just a...
All right, so I'll give this a good stir and allow those to cook for 10 minutes. Okay, so after adding in the tomato paste, the stew has been cooking for 10 minutes. So it's now time to add in the eggplant, which is also known as the garden eggs. I'll give this a good stir and allow those to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. So now that the garden eggs is in there, it will not take long. It shouldn't take more than 10 minutes to be ready, okay? Because the garden egg is already cooked halfway and we don't want to overcook it. So at this point, I'm adding in my shrimp seasoning. I'll give those a good stir and leave those to simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes, making sure the shrimp seasoning dissolves. We don't want to bite into it, okay, when eating. All right, so at this point, my stew is getting there. Look at how beautiful this is. It looks just amazing. All right, so at this point, I will add in my prepped smoked mackerel and give this a good stir. So now my stew is ready. All I'm doing now is to infuse the flavor in the fish into the stew and that in the from the stew into the fish. Okay, so I'll allow this to simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes and my stew is done. All right, guys, so at this point, my eggplant stew is ready. It's about time to dish this out and start serving. All right, so here you are, guys. You can have this stew with boiled yam or boiled plantain. All right, so I am having my garden egg or the eggplant stew with some boiled plantain. Apim a asonson. So look at that. Oh my goodness, this is full of goodness. The stew is so unique. It is exceptional. The salted fish added to the stew has taken the flavor and the aroma to another level. Oh my gosh, who is coming with me? Yes, so this is powerful. It is amazing. All right, guys, so that's it for today's video. If today is your first time stopping by, a very warm welcome to Great Signature. and you are at the right place. This is where exceptional cooking goes on. This is where extraordinary dishes and recipes goes on. So yes, you found yourself at the right place. All right, so to my subscribers and my supporters, thank you so much for the support to this channel. I really appreciate it. And before you leave, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also turn on your notification bell so you do not miss an upload from me. I will see you again in my next one. Bye bye.